Hi all, I'm Ollie, this is Simply Stitchy. Now I've been playing with Grandma to see if I can get a walking foot to fit on a Singer 27 from 1912. This particular walking foot is part number RWA, I think it's a 10, and I'm going to be seeing if this will fit on Grandma. Now if you'd like to find out, follow me into today's video. Now Grandma here is a low shank machine, and what that means is that the space between the foot and this little knob is usually around about ½ an inch. If it's any more than ½ an inch, if you're pushing towards an inch, it's a high shank machine. So Grandma's going to need a walking foot that's suitable for low shank machines. Now I've got a generic set of feet which is usually suitable for low shank machines, and in fact I've used a number of these snap-on feet with Grandma already with the aid of this little gadget, which is a low shank adapter, and that adapts machines like Grandma, who usually come with feet that are all in one, into something that's able to take snap-on feet. But unfortunately, the walking foot in this particular set, because it's got a strange kind of connection point here, doesn't actually fit on Grandma because she has a thumb screw, which is a bit larger than they tend to be on modern machines. So this isn't any good for Grandma at all. That is something that you do need to bear in mind if you go for a generic accessory foot pack. You do need to make sure that connections on the feet will fit on these older machines. This one has a similar kind of connection on it that Grandma's foot already has, so I'm hopeful that this one is going to do the job. To change the feet on Grandma, what you do is you undo the thumb screw, just take that off and put it to one side for a minute and remove the foot. Now as you can see, with Grandma and with machines of her age, the shank and the foot is all in one, unlike the modern machines where the shank tends to stay on the machine and it's a snap-on foot and you just change the foot when you want to change the feet. And if we have a look at these two together, you'll see that that connection on Grandma's foot and on the walking foot is very similar. Okay, so let's see about putting this one on Grandma. Right, okay, this little arm needs to go around the needle clamp, around this little screw that holds the needle in, and then the little plastic bit fits on the presser bar, and then you just pop the nut, the little thumb screw, back in the hole and tighten it up. Oops, there you go. Helps if you get the foot straight. There. So far so good. The only way that I'm going to know for sure whether this walking foot will work with Grandma is to test it. So I've got the top of the machine threaded with red thread, I've got my bobbin loaded and ready to go with blue thread. Now the reason why I've done that is so that I know which side of the test piece is the bottom and which side is the top, because that will help me troubleshoot if there's any issues. So it's just a case now of loading the bobbin and getting the machine ready to sew. Oh, but Daisy, come back, Grandma. What I've got here is a mock-up of a quilt sandwich, if you like. I've got a piece of fabric folded in half over some batting. What I'm going to do is pop that under the foot. Let's see how it works. See how it got on. Okay, this is the front, and overall it hasn't done a bad job at all of sewing that. The only real flip is here, and that's more down to the tension on the machine rather than the walking foot, and that's echoed on the back. If you look at the rippling effect on the back, that's down to a tension issue, so I still need to sort out the tension issues, but overall the walking foot worked quite well. Attempt number 2. There's the front and there's the back, and you'll notice that over here this was with the bobbin adjusted to 1/4 of a turn, and over here it's 1/2 a turn. That stippling effect is getting a lot less, so that's the thing with these old machines, you have to keep fiddling with them to get them just right. Every time you change one thing you need to change something else, but if I keep on working on that, this walking foot will do the job of quilting, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So if you want a walking foot for your Singer 27, try the walking foot RWAIO, which I believe is a Singer foot, and it's suitable for low shank machines. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and why not check out some of the other videos that I've got on my channel by checking out these links coming up on the screen, or the ones that I've got in the description box below. Whichever video you go and check out next, hope to see you back here for the next one. In the meantime, whatever you're sewing it with, embrace your creativity and have fun. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.